Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the fourth question of PBL app or Wipro assessment or Wipro training day 4 using Java. So, the question is return second last digit of the given number. Here we have to write a function that will find the second last digit of a number, and we know that the second last digit is a digit which is present at the tens place in the given number. And here some of the examples as given. If we will take 197 as an input, then the second last digit should be written as 9. And here also some of the notes as given. Note 1 is the second last digit should be written as a positive number. So, if we will take minus 197 as an input, then also the second last digit should be written as 9. And the another note has given, if the given number is a single digit number, then the second last digit does not exist. In such cases, the function should return minus 1. That is, if we will take 5 as an input, then the second last digit should be written as minus 1. So, we will write the program for this question on Visual Studio Code, or you can choose any other IDE as well. So, before I start, please subscribe our channel to get all the questions and solutions of Wipro training. Now, let us open Visual Studio Code. Now, press Ctrl N for new tab. At first, we will write the program, after that we will see how it works. So, now we have to import some Java packages. So, that we have to write import java.io.star, and the another package is import java.util.star. After that, we have to define the class name. So, that let us give user main code 4, because it is our fourth program. Now, by pressing Ctrl S, we will save our program. So, here our program name should be same as the class name. So, our class name is user main code 4. So, here we have to write user main code 4 dot java, and let us select all files and let us save. Now, after that we have to define the function. So, let us write public static int, let us give the function name as second last digit of, and here we will pass one formal argument as an input. So, write input 1. After that we will write the condition for converting negative number to positive number. So, if our input is less than 0, then we will perform the operation, means we will multiply our input by minus 1. So, that it will be converted into positive number, and we will store it into the input 1 variable. After that, we will initialize some variable, let us say count equal to 0 and rem for reminder equal to 0. Now, we will take another variable len, and now we will convert our integer to a string to calculate the length. So, integer dot to a string, and here we have to pass our input, that is input 1, and now we will use length function. After that, if len equal to 1, then we will return minus 1, else we will take while loop while input 1 is greater than 0. Then we will perform some operation, reminder equal to input 1 modulus 10. After that, we will increment the count value, and again input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. Now, if count equal to 2, then we will break the statement. After that, outside while loop we will return reminder. Now, we will write the main function public static void main string args. After that, we will declare some variable, that is num for number, and let us write second last digit to store the calling function, value of calling function. Now, we will define the scanner class and create the object of a scanner class. So, a scanner s equal to new scanner system dot in, which will represent the keyboard. After that, we will write the message to the user. So, that system dot out dot println. So, here we will write the message, enter the number. Now, we will read the number from keyboard. So, that we have to write sc dot next int, and after that we will call the function and store it into the second last digit variable, and here our function name is second last digit of. So, here we have to write second last digit of. So, let us select this, and now we will pass one actual argument, that is number. Now, we will return the value. So, system dot out dot println, and here we have to pass the variable second last digit, second last digit. After that, by pressing Ctrl S, we will save the program. Now, it is time to run the program. So, let us go into the drive where I have saved our program, and let us go into the folder Java programming. Now, we will write the command to run the program, and here we have to write the file name, that is user main code 4.java. Press enter. Here one error has came out, that is a spelling mistake. So, let us correct the spelling GTH and press Ctrl S for save the program, and let us again run the program. Now, Java user main code 4 and press enter, and let us take the input, that is 197, which is given in the question. So, our function should return 9. So, let us check, and here we can see that it returns 9. Let us again run the program, and this time we will take the negative number as an input, let us say minus 197. This time also our function should return 9. So, let us check, and here we can see that it returns 9. Now, let us again run the program. This time we will take single digit as an input, and it should return minus 1. So, let us check, and here we can see that it returns minus 1. Now, we will see how it works. At first, we have defined the function, that is the second last digit of, and we have passed one formal argument as an input, that is input 1. So, let us take one input 1 equal to minus 197, and here now we will enter into the function, and here we can see if input 1 is less than 0. So, we will check input 1 is less than 0 or not, and here we can see that minus 197 is less than 0. So, now we will perform the operation, we will multiply the input 1 by minus 1. So, if we will multiply it by minus 1, then it becomes now 197. After that, we have defined the variable and initialized it to 0. So, means one variable is count, and that is initially 0, and the another is remainder that is also 0. So, now here we have converted the input 1 into the string and we have stored into the alien variable. So, this here 197 now becomes string, and here we will check if length equal to 1, and we know that the length of 197 is 3. So, our condition is false. Now, we will come on to else part, and here while input 1 is greater than 0, and here we can see that our input 1 is 197 which is greater than 0. So, we will perform this operation. So, remainder equal to input 1 modulus 10. So, here our input 1 is 197 and 197 modulus 10, it will return the remainder that is 7. So, now our remainder becomes 7, and after that we will increment the count value, count plus plus, and here count becomes now 1. After that input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. So, input 1 is 197 divided by 10. Now, it becomes 19, and after that if count equal to 2, and here we can see that our count value is 1. So, the condition is false. So, now we will again perform the operation remainder equal to input modulus 10. So, now this time our input is 19. So, 19 modulus 10, it will return the remainder 9. So, this time our remainder will be updated to 9. Now, again count plus plus, here now count becomes 2. After that input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. So, this time our input is 19. So, 19 divided by 10, now it will return 1. Now, again we will check the condition if count equal to 2. Here we can see that count equal to 2. So, our condition is true. So, this will break the loop and we will come out of the loop, and after that we will return the remainder, and here our remainder is 9. So, that is the answer. So, please do like and share this video and subscribe our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.